All right. Ooh, sorry, y'all. Okay, got my sound up now. Good. I tell you, every time I do this, it's something. Like I'll be like, okay, I got it ready. Do tests and everything. What, of course, it don't pop up. Okay, so now if y'all can hear me, type in the chat. Let me know. Tell me your name and where you're joining from. Okay, so I've got my Jigglypuff sketched out. It is on top of another drawing. Ignore that. I'm about to trace that out and get it going. Okay. All right, so let's see. Let's see. So I did this quick little sketch. I'm about to go over the marker. Happy Friday, everybody. Sorry, anybody who really wanted to join in live yesterday. And I was not able to do it yesterday. So that's why I was like, I'm going to just come on today. All right, so let's see. I'm just going over what I sketched out. So this is for my Pokemon Art Club. I had the first day, Wednesday. It was a great time. I loved it. I'm hoping to have some pictures to show y'all, but I'm doing that club throughout school. And with that, I can't screenshot pictures. Some other classes, I usually just screenshot it. But without school, I actually have to like have parents send me the pictures to post. So once I get those, I'm gonna share them. Okay, let me double check that my sound is good. Hey, hey, see a couple people joining in, or if you're watching the replay later, hey. Okay, okay. All right, so let's see, get this one going. So yeah, this is my next example for Pokemon Club. We did Charmander last week, and this next one is going to be Jigglypuff. So in order to get myself together in advance, I'm drawing it out now, letting y'all into my space. And this is also a great way for me to be held accountable to actually get this done early. Okay, tracing it out. Tracing it out. Okay, that's a little crooked, but it's okay. I'm gonna fix it. Let me zoom a little bit. Oops, get a little closer for y'all. All right, so my little crooked Jigglypuff. All right, we got that in there. So on the bottom of my screen, you can actually see my example of Jigglypuff. Okay. So let's see. Let me double check. Making sure I'm all good. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Jigglypuff is nice and sketched out. Let me get my paints ready, y'all. We gotta find my paint palette. Let's see, paints. This one's gonna be, so I need some pink. So I'm gonna get some red and white. I'm gonna need some blue. What other colors in this picture? I'm gonna get some yellow because I may end up doing a background too because this is a really simple one. Some yellow, of course, black and white is already here. Okay, I like to reuse my paint towels. All right, get this stuff out of the way. Okay. Got my water cup. Hey, hey. As you come in, tell me your name, where you're joining from. Okay. Got that. Paint, cool. Okay. And then I need me a palette. I know I have one close by. Let me see, y'all. Got my palette. All right, so let's see. Let me erase some of these pencil lines. I don't want them in the picture. And a lot of times what'll happen is once I put that water down with the paint, it actually starts to blend with the pencil. It gets all gray and muddy. So I like to erase it first. Okay, so again with this one, I'm going to work on just Jigglypuff first. And then if I feel like it, I might do a background. But I like to give myself a chance to get as detailed as I would like to. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to start with my pink. Let me create that real quick. So it's nice that tonight I actually have more time to do this, because before I actually did my picture like an hour before the art club started. So felt like I was speeding to get done. This time I can just take my time. Y'all can hang out with me. And as I'm working, if you're popping in, feel free to ask any questions you might have. Any random, this could be a random Q&A. Y'all probably judging me using this Sharpie to open my paints, because of course I always let them sit and it gets a little stuck. Alright, so let's see. So yeah, I'm gonna do the body first, and then I'll get to the background if I feel like it at that point. So let's see, get my pink. And I like to look at my picture from a distance to kind of see how it looks. And since I'm working flat and my camera's above me, it helps me to like look up at the screen and see it from a distance too. Or I would just like lift it up and take a step back, but I don't want to take it out of y'all's view. Okay. So yeah, again, this is not a class. It's my sketchbook night where y'all get to chill with me. See me do some stuff in my sketchbook as I prep for my next week. Okay, let's see. Get my pink in there. I might make this a little bit darker. I got my leg stuck. I'm all twisted up right now. Okay, I'm good. I like to put my feet up while I'm creating. So again, I'm going over lines and stuff, and you'll see some things disappear, but I'm gonna bring it back later. Okay. See, I'm really excited about this Pokemon Art Club because I just love the graphic style of Pokemon characters, and it gives an excuse just to get like really, really vibrant with the paintings. And it's crazy that Pokemon has been around forever. I remember really being into it when I was a kid, and then kids are still into it. So the club just made sense, and they just like loved it so much. And the last art club we did, they talked about like their favorite ones and all the facts they knew. And it was just like a nice little chill session, and it was nice. It is a great way to end my workday. Let's see. So I'm using acrylic paints as usual. That's my thing. And Liquitex Basics, that's the one I'm using. It's pretty much the brand I use the most now. Also so I really like heavy body or, student grade acrylics. And these are nice and thick, so they go a long way. So I only really have to use a little bit at a time. Got that done. Let's see. Go get these other couple of spots in there. Ooh, another club I'm starting is a not flowers and landscapes, but a flowers painting club for kids. I'm really excited to do that. That one I'm not going to start until April because I have so much going on between now and then. So I'm going to start that in April, but I've already posted on my website. And basically each week I'll teach a new flower painting. And so nature paintings are something else that I really, really like to do. And so I figured I'd share that with some kids. And I also feel like I don't spend enough time or get enough time in the week to do my own thing with painting. And so if I had time, I would definitely be doing more flower paintings. So that'll be another excuse to do something fun and laid back. These paintings are a good one too. A good way for me to just find an excuse to paint stuff I think is fun to paint. Let's see. So then the eyes are really blue. Okay, I'm using my ultramarine blue. Laying down my foundation colors. Unclogging this paint as usual. Okay. But yeah, so the next art club starts in April because between now and then I've got a bunch of stuff happening. I've got paint parties coming up. I have a art camp next week. I think it's my 4-day camp. Yeah, I'm doing a 4-day art camp next week. And then, because some kids are on midwinter break, so I'll be doing that in the mornings next week. And then, of course, I have spring break art camps. I have two. I have two on the calendar. One of them so far has kids signed up, so that one for sure is running. The other one, I don't have kids yet, so I'm not sure if that's running. But then I'm also doing another session of the 4-day art camp during spring break. I don't know. I might change that though. So yeah, I've got 2 camps to run in the same week, and paint parties, and of course DIY paint kit orders, and of course art club for Pokemon. So I figured I should probably wait until after all of that settles down before I start my next art club. And that'll be the flowers one. Okay, so I got the blue eyes. Let me see. But let me see. I'm going to make these eyes bigger because it's not that much white showing for Jigglypuff. Yeah, I'm about to fall off this chair. I always have a bad habit of super leaning when I'm painting. Let's see. Bring those out a little bit. Part of me doesn't want to do this now. Part of me just wants to wait until I have other stuff mapped out. But of course, I haven't already started it, so I gotta keep going. Hey, everybody. As y'all pop in, feel free to say random things. Tell me your name, where you're joining from, and then feel free to ask any random questions you might have. And thanks for chilling with me. Okay, that's better. See, this doesn't have that much white in the eye. It needs to be bigger, closer to the edge. I love this shade of blue. I think ultramarine blue is my favorite blue. Come around. All right. Tonight was also the first night that I updated my Twitch right away. So if you're not familiar, Twitch is a platform similar to YouTube, and it's mainly known for gamers who stream the games that they play. And they're all about live streaming. So everything is live, even though people can save videos and post them later. So that's one big difference with YouTube, is that they were doing the lives first. Okay, I'm gonna have to touch this up. But in a stream, you have to like set your categories. So for me, it automatically was setting me as talk show host or podcast. And I wasn't actually checking until the end, and I would see it. I'm like, oh, well, that's why people couldn't see me in the art section, because it just automatically set me to that. And so today I actually remembered to log in and update it to art. So now I'm gonna see what kind of difference that makes. Okay, got the eyes in there. And let me start getting some. Let me bring out some more of this pink before I start to outline it. All right, so I got to give me some more brushes, because these brushes I got, I was all excited at first because they were decent and they were cheap, and I know better. I know better than to get super cheap brushes, but I was like, ooh, they're like $3, $4, $5, and they're tack line and they look stiff enough. But no, they have been shedding like crazy on these little paintings I've been doing. Thankfully, I haven't used them for commission stuff, but for my sketchbook stuff, I've been using them. And it's just annoying that they just shed so much, but I know better. So really, those brushes that are sold individually, those are the better ones to have, because they last and they don't shed as much. Okay. So again, I always like to look at my picture from a distance, because it's going to look different, especially with the lighting and everything. That's why I like to look at how it looks on my screen too, to give me an idea. And of course, again, ignore the background, because something else I painted over. So hey, anybody joining in new? Feel free to say hey in the chat. Tell me your name, where you're joining from. Hola. Hey. Hey, El Presidente. I'm sitting here painting Jigglypuff from Pokemon, for my Pokemon art club next week. Okay. Getting that in there. All right, so again, this is like a quick painting. Nothing major. I'm not trying super hard to blend like beautifully, just because it's like a quick sketchbook example. My art club. Let's see. I've got this light part here. Just add my highlighted areas. Okay. It's coming to life. It's starting to look a little more 3D. Not as flat. I'm just trying to see if I got all the correct highlights in there for the peak. It's pretty much almost a white because it's so pale. I can't wait to start adding in these like sparkles in the eyes. Like that's my favorite part of these kinds of paintings. And you know what? I want to shout out the people who do like graphic type like comic book style art all the time. Cause like I can't, I mean, I guess maybe, I don't know. But like I've always had trouble thinking or imagining in that way to be able to create like this style just out of my head. But like if I look at a picture like this, I can like see all the lights, highlights and shadows and stuff and create it. But like I would love to be one of those people who could just create characters and like create something brand new, like in a real Pokemon character or something. Yeah, I've just never thought in that way. I remember in college, people like I knew these two dudes who they were really good at like caricatures, and they could just like look at anybody and draw a cartoon version of them. I'm like, that is so cool. And like I had always worked on like, oh, I want to focus on realism and realistic. But at the same time, it's like I can do realistic, but then I struggle at like the cartoony stuff. Oh, you said bad Wi-Fi. That could be me. Cause I don't know. Something's been going on with my Wi-Fi too. I see you saying that you got a bad connection. Anybody else have like? Am I freezing up a lot for other people too? Because I know that that was the issue the other day. Or hopefully it's not the program I'm using. So far it's looking good. But I know the other day I was having that issue. But then I went on Zoom and Zoom was fine. But like with StreamYard, it was an issue. Okay, I hope y'all can hear and see me clearly. Okay, let's see. All right, what is so the feet? I got some highlights on the feet. Getting that in there. Again, if you're just coming in, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I'm really trying to set a goal to go live at least once a week. This week was actually twice because I went live yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, Wednesday. I went live Wednesday to doing a Charmander painting. And so yeah, I'm trying to make a point of doing it more often. Giving y'all some behind the scenes into my workspace. And right now, I'm really trying to focus on painting slowly because I really have a bad habit of like rushing in a way, like painting quick. Like part of it is the fact that acrylics dry super fast, and I'm not using anything except water to smooth them, thin them out. But I'm not using anything to slow down the process. I've just learned to paint quickly to work around it. But at the same time, like I need to really stay in the moment, not rush the painting like I got, something else to do or somewhere to be. See, a lot of times if I was doing something like this and I wasn't recording it or live, I would probably just be watching TV. And that definitely slows me down because I pause to get all into what's happening in whatever show I'm watching. But now I'm thinking about it like, oh, I can just paint slower. Because sometimes I'll look at it like, oh, let me stop for this spot and go to another spot. And that's also because I'm so used to teaching classes where I have to be on a time frame and have to get things done at a certain time. Like with the art club, I only have an hour to teach this painting and like get all the kids to do it. But yeah, tonight I'm just reminding myself that I got time. No need to rush. Okay, I still need to make this a little more rounded. Okay. All right, so I did the pink. Let me get to these eyes. These are going to be a lot of fun. Let's see. I'm trying to find a small enough brush. Okay, so I'm going to need to do some yellow with that. And shout out to everybody who's watching on Twitch because I'm still learning how Twitch works. Like YouTube, Instagram people, or YouTube and Facebook people. Like I got y'all. I know how the system functions. But like Twitch is just a whole different world. And like y'all got your whole different vocabulary, lingo, whatever, and just it's like a whole new world. I'm trying to figure it out. It's a really cool platform. I've already started to follow some other Twitch people. I've been enjoying watching their stuff too. Okay, let's see if I can get this shade. It's kind of like a light greenish blue. I think so. Yeah. It's probably more so a light cobalt blue, but I'm just using ultramarine because I'm not about to dig out my other shades. And we gonna make it work. Let's see. All right. Is that the color? We'll go with that. It's gonna be a little bit off. Yeah, it's not blue enough. Okay, I think I'm not gonna worry about the green. I'm just gonna make this more of a light blue. Take off more of that. Let's see. Okay. So it's got the light blue and then some really, really light blue. Okay. So far, so good. All right, I'm liking that. It's different shade. That's okay. It does not have to be the perfect shade for this specific thing. As long as y'all get the basic idea of who this is. Okay. Bring that around. Okay. Ooh, that's cute. I like that. And then scoop Let's see if I don't drop my phone today, y'all. Because definitely could. It has happened. Mm, this is cute. I'm liking this. When I first started learning to draw, cartoons were always my favorite because it's nice because you have like solid lines to follow, and that was like the best way for me to learn versus like things that are more detailed and all about like the shading and stuff. That was tricky for me when I first started out. And so I would just like look at, well, first to start, I know I was tracing when I was a little kid. And I know some people always like, oh, tracing is bad, but like it's a great way to like memorize drawings too. So like you trace it so many times that you can then draw it from memory. And then, practice the way things are shaped and stuff. And then after that, I worked my way to being able to just look at something and study it and sketch it out part by part by looking at it. And then after so many years of that, it turned into I can do it more quickly, where I don't have to have a picture right next to me and do it. I can just like glance at it. That's kind of like how I just freehanded this one. I just looked and got the basic shapes and all of that. Okay, I feel like this one should come over some more. Okay. And I get the question a lot of like how to learn to start drawing and painting. And my experience is different just because like I know there's some people who learn by just practicing and doing like researching on their own and stuff, but I actually went to school for it. So when I was younger, I mean, I had books and stuff, and then my dad would always show me stuff, and my brother would send me books. And then I ended up going to high school and taking a lot of art classes. And then in college, majored in art. It's like a lot of stuff I picked up that way. But teaching painting now, like I do teach it, and like that is definitely something I could teach. But drawing, I've taught it a little bit. I've taught it a few times to like high school students and stuff, and I've got the foundational stuff. But as far as like portrait drawing, that's something that I don't like do as often. I've taught it, but it just takes so long for me to draw a portrait that I rather just paint. My brother is really good at portraits and teaching drawing in general. So I definitely would like recommend people to him for drawing classes. Okay. Let's see. Let's get some variation in here. Okay, I'm already thinking I probably won't do a background. Like, even though, yeah, I got this thing behind it that I should try to cover up, but I think I will just spend time perfecting this and like really bringing it to life. I remember I used to be the type of person who wanted to just know everything and be good at everything. And I finally learned now that it's best to just get good at one thing and then work my way from there. Like I switched from, painting paddles and, originally doing oil paintings to switch into acrylics, but like painting wood plaques and stuff. And then I was making earrings and painting them. And then I was doing custom drawings and paintings. And I was doing a lot of different stuff. Like, it was a lot to keep up with. And like, it made it even harder for me to describe what kind of artist I was or what I did, because I just did too many different things. And then finally decided to like really perfect acrylic painting and what I know and how I teach it. And that has made all the difference. I'm like, now I feel like I really got it down to a science to where I can like explain it and demonstrate it and know as much as there is to know about it. Versus other materials where I kind of have to, do more research as I go. My dad's telling me don't drop my phone. Yeah, I hope I don't. Okay, yeah, I put a little too much water on that. Right, so let's see. I think I'm gonna leave this alone and come back to the eye because I know I'm gonna end up doing too much with a lot of back and forth. It would be a lot easier for me if I did put the picture right next to me, but we're gonna work with it this way. Maybe next time. Maybe next time I actually print out a picture. That's why I'm doing so much back and forth, because I don't have it right next to me. Okay, I'm gonna come back to that. Okay. Yep, I'm gonna come back to that. Okay, let's see. What do I want to do next? Maybe get back into this pink. Do some more shadows. Okay, I need to clean my studio this weekend, y'all. I got so much stuff everywhere. Okay, let's see. Let that show up a little bit more. Okay, that's better. Okay. That shadow in there. Oh, hey, Pat. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's see y'all in the comments. Yeah, I'm doing this to prep for my Pokemon Art Club for next week, ages 7 to 9. Let's see. I got this picture so small, y'all. Okay. I'm about to start freestyling with these shadows, y'all, because it's just like, you know what? I'm about to just go with the flow and do what makes sense. Oops, look at that. As soon as I say I'm going with the flow, I mess up. Did not mean to overlap that. Okay. Drop that up. Okay. I think that's what I want. Here. Okay. I'm gonna bring out these lines again. Okay, I might actually do a background, y'all, because I'm close to being done. And that was really fast, which I knew it would be, because this is a really simple character. Once again, I know I don't have steady hands. And last time I was like, oh, I should have picked up a Sharpie. I wish I remembered again this time, but I'm about to go ahead and practice these lining skills. Okay. And I'm already knowing I'm gonna have to do this again when I do my background. So typically I always do background first, and I always recommend it too, because that way when you finish it off with the main subject, I gotta fluff that out. You don't mess anything up later. Hello, hello. I'm seeing people in the chat. As you come in, tell me your name and where you're joining from. Thanks for chilling with me. Hey, Ahmed. Last name is Targaryen. Dope name. I wonder if you are related to the mother of dragons. Okay. All right. Again, for those just joining, I am painting this for my upcoming Pokemon club that I run online for kids. Put too much water. And so I'm just getting this example ready for that. Okay, I forgot the little arm. Okay, I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna make it work. It's not as round as it should be, but that's okay. I'm going to work it out. This character is so cute to be. I love the color pink, so I was like, of course I have to do Jigglypuff. I had one kid tell me about a character I had never heard of named Dragonite. I was like, oh snap, that's such a dope name. I know people are probably judging me in the comments like, how do you not know who that is? Oh, this is cute. I'm liking it. All right. Let's see if I can do this without painting over the eyes too much. And my pink palette. Y'all are just popping in. Make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe, all of that stuff. That way you'll be notified whenever I go live. I'm going to try to do it at least once a week. Right now, I'm trying to do Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central Time, but that could change. So make sure you subscribe or follow so that you get notified when I do go live. Oh, this is so cute. Okay. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, hey, Pat. Just wanted to drop in and say hey. Thanks for saying hey. Miss you. Okay, let's see. All right, so this little arm thing. Okay. I know I'm going to mess up because right now it's look like a floating little fish. We're going to do that. We're going to do that and say that that works. And yeah. Okay. So eyes, let me get these details in here. And then I'm going to try my best not to do too much and move on to the background. I just get so picky and I keep noticing things I want to fix. Okay, didn't mean to do that, but all right, we're gonna work with that. I think it's funny y'all get to see me working because people always like, oh, your stuff always looks so good, and you seem like such a neat artist. But like the whole time, I'm always like making little mistakes and messing stuff up and putting stuff where I don't want it. And then at the end, I change it and fix it. And you'll think that, oh, it just was probably a smooth process, but nah. Tricks of the trade. Okay. I'm like tired, y'all. I made the mistake of eating a giant plate of nachos right before this. And like, they were so good, but I shouldn't have done that right before because it definitely made me sleepy. Okay. This could be better. It's like it's cute. It's still cute though. That's what happens when I quickly freehand. It's like, yeah, it's not perfect, but you know, you get the gist of it. Okay. Mm, thinking more shadows and highlights. Let's see. Let me get some more of that dark pink. A little bit more dramatic of a transition. I always like the more graphic, dramatic look to it. There we go. Okay, so that's popping better. Like a cute rose pink. I'm liking it. Okay. And then let's see, I've got some over here. And then over here. Oh, okay. See from a distance. All right, I got a couple little spots to work on. Let me get some lighter details in here. Let's see. I have this one little brush I really, really like. It's really tiny and flat, and I don't know what I did with it. I'm gonna switch to my medium flat. It's not as small as I would like it to be, but I'm gonna make it work. All right, so let's see. Highlights, I'm gonna put them. Nope, I need brighter than that. Let me go super bright. Okay. Oh, I could use my paint markers too, but I'm gonna stick with paint for now. Round this out a little bit more. So make that side a little too flat. Just gonna bring that out. And then get some highlight here. And then let's see. Here. And then let me get into the eyes some more. Let me get some fresh white paint because I don't want the eyes to be accidentally pink. Put that in there. Okay, that's cute. There's a little cuteness in the eyes. And then that little cute shine. I want that to blend a little bit more. So y'all see now what I mean about there's always extra little details to add that I get caught up in. And this is supposed to be a sketch because it's sketchbook night. So I'm definitely going to leave it alone in a minute. Okay. All right, I think. All right. I'm seeing some things I like. Okay. And then this should go more. And I need to round that out some more. Okay. I'm so glad I have a lid on my cup today because I definitely just almost dipped my brush in it. Okay, that's better. Okay. Okay, let's see. I might leave that alone and move on. Yeah, I might just move on and come back to it because that's what I always recommend is just move on to something else to come back to it and see if you still feel the same about certain things later. I'm about to take my own advice and do that. So let's see. Actually, no, I'm not gonna bring out that outline now because I'm about to do background. Because background, I know that there's like grassy area, and then there's like a little sky. So let's see if I can map that out. And again, typically I always recommend background first, but I'm doing it different today just because I wasn't sure I wanted to do a background. Do I want? Hey, Jville, how's it going? Thanks for popping in the chat. Do I want that grass lower? I'm gonna leave it like that, y'all, because I need to stop being so picky. Because again, it's sketchbook night. I'm supposed to be going with the flow. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, this dark blue is pretty. And I love ultramarine. It's got me thinking about making it a night sky now. Let's see. And this right here is why you do background first with acrylics. Because I could easily mess up and paint over something and then have to get it back later. And with that being the main subject, you know, you spend a lot of time on it. You don't want to have to do that. So that's why you should start with the background first, which I do not. I love this blue so much. It's so pretty. Of course, I just got my fingers in it. And a lot of times if I'm doing something with the background, I'll tape this paper down, tear it out the book and tape it down, because it does start to ripple up the more water you put on it. But if you tape it, like it still will bubble up a little bit, but the tape will hold it down. And then as it dries, it'll flatten back out. This color makes me think of Sonic the Hedgehog, y'all. I might have to do a little Sonic painting at some point. Okay. Okay. This is not how typically I would blend, but I'm doing it now. So I know that little picture behind Jigglypuff has the sky that is lighter at the bottom and darker at the top. Let me switch to my medium brush again. Ooh, I'm kind of liking this powdery effect. I was trying to do like a smooth blend at first, but you know what? It's sketchbook night, so we about to take some chances and try some stuff out. So let's see. It does not have to be perfectly smooth. Sometimes we could just let loose. Then it gets brighter because there's clouds up there, but I don't think I'm gonna do the clouds for this. Just do a little wispiness in the background. See, I'm not about to get all detailed. And then same thing for the grass. I think I'm gonna just do, nice green area, but I'm not gonna get all into the like flowers and stuff. So now I make some green. Oh, that little spot was me testing out the color, which, I do that a lot. And if I like it, I go with it. If I don't, I'll paint over it or wipe it off. But it may be a good idea to test on something else. I've just been so used to doing it, I always just do that. Like, oh, let me see how it looks. But yeah, always a good idea to test separately if you don't want to have to deal with fixing it right on the canvas. This thing looks like it's like standing on the edge of the world because it's so rounded. Okay, so yeah, y'all, I'm gonna try to switch up my sketchbook nights. I don't want to do Pokemon every time. I'm trying to do different stuff. I know the last one I did like an Eiffel Tower painting, and then I'm seeing my Pokemon behind the scenes for art club. But I'm also thinking that like I need to start on like a project for myself. That's something I haven't done. Like I've got 2 commissions I just finished. One shipped out, one shipping next week. I got another one coming up. But like those, I can't paint those live because they're like gifts for people and, shouldn't be seen yet. And so one thing that I haven't done in years is like sit down and painted a project just for myself. Like something to put on my wall or something just to practice or something just to do, to say that I did or see if I can do it. And like I've been thinking about starting a long-term project because you see I'm always talking about how I feel like I'm in a rush a lot of times when painting. And I want to start something long-term. So I may start something that you'll see me working on for like a long period of time. That way you can see a project come together. I haven't decided what yet. I was thinking portrait, but I'm like, I'm already working on that for commission. And then 2 things I haven't done that I've been thinking about doing are like architectural paintings of like house or neighborhood, or a pet portrait. I have never done that. I kind of want to try that out. So I'm gonna see. Let me know in the chat if you have a preference of which of those you would like to see me paint. If you're more interested in seeing me do like a pet portrait, architectural painting. I forgot what the other one was I said. Or like a house portrait. Ooh, y'all, I'm sleepy. I know it's only 7 o'clock on a Friday, but that plate of nachos, it did it. I hadn't had nachos in so long. Okay, I'm gonna bring that down some more. Okay. Neighborhood. Okay. That's a good suggestion. I probably will work on neighborhood painting. Okay, put too much water in that. Yep, a plate of nachos will do it. See y'all in the chat. It was nachos with meat, cheese, and peppers. I hadn't had that in so long. I happened to make some today. Because I think I saw a commercial that was talking about nachos, and I was like, ooh, I want some nachos. And then that was it. Got the stuff, made some nachos. Nachos and a cold pop. Best combination. Okay. All right. I'm about to leave this alone, y'all, because this is supposed to be sketchbook, not perfectionism. But I'm about to just do a couple little things. Okay, I think. Okay. It is not this serious, and I'm making it this serious. Okay. Oops, okay, let me get some more black. I know you're probably wondering how this dried that fast. Even though acrylics dry fast, this dries extremely fast. And that's because I'm using mixed media paper and it's not primed. So it's just absorbing the paint really fast, which I like because it allows me to get through things quickly. And I hate waiting for stuff to dry. But I know that could be tricky when you're first starting to paint. That's one of the hardest things about acrylics is how quickly they dry. So typically people are trying to get them to slow down drying. But I like how fast this is because then it'll work faster. Part of me is still like, oh, this needs something more. But I think it's just, it's such a simple character that I'm looking for there to be more to do, and it really isn't. So I kind of prefer the more detailed ones, like the Charmander I did. There's more things to work on. Okay, I'm gonna have to just leave this alone, y'all. Any random questions as y'all are chilling? Let me know. Let me know. Ooh, I almost dropped this whole thing of paint. But I didn't. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm about to put the finishing touches. And I'm going to call it done. I know y'all probably like, you said that a long time ago. I know. I mean it this time, though. Thanks for popping in, Dad. I'm seeing you in the chat. My dad is a great artist, y'all. in case you didn't already know. If I'm doing too much, I can see it already. I'm doing too much. Okay. We gonna call it done. My little Jigglypuff. I'm not about to sign it with the paintbrush because I know it's about to give me all kinds of issues. I'm about to put it right here in marker. And there we go. All right, y'all. My finished little Jigglypuff. Okay, let me know. Y'all got any questions or comments before I go? So I'm gonna go live again next week on. Hey, mama! My mama in the chat, y'all. I'm gonna go live again next week, whatever date that Thursday. I don't know what date it is even today. Whatever date next week Thursday is, I'm gonna go live again. Not sure what I'm doing yet, but y'all gonna see. March 4th is my next free virtual paint party. Doing a great job. Thank you. Thank you, Mom and Dad. So yeah, join us for my next paint party. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, whatever platform you're on right now, so that I can continue to provide quality content. I think that is about it. I appreciate y'all for joining in with me. And I look forward to seeing you next time. So take care. Have a good night.